What's up YouTube? It's Shawn, your Charleston Realtor, coming at you with another video about Charleston real estate. Today we're going to take a deep dive into one of my favorite submarkets, the city of Goose Creek. First, if you don't mind, consider giving this video a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. So the city of Goose Creek was founded in 1961 and resides within Berkeley County. It's bordered to the east by the Cooper River and also shares borders with the city of Charleston, Hanahan, North Charleston, and Ladson. So in the 2020 census, there's about 46,000 people here, which is up from 36,000 in 2010. So in the span of 10 years, the city of Goose Creek has grown by 28%, and there's really no signs of stopping. So why is this? For one, I believe it's consistent with the general population growth that we're seeing here in the Charleston metro. Land has historically been cheaper the further north you go from the peninsula, so this has enabled home builders to spring up developments to meet the housing demand with affordable, middle-class homes. So if you talk to some older Charleston residents, they might consider Goose Creek to be part of the sticks, but it's really not like that anymore. There are truly some great communities and amenities in the city, and it's definitely worth considering. So as far as crime goes, Goose Creek has a lower crime rate than the overall Charleston metro, according to Best Places. The majority of crime falls into property crime category as opposed to violent crime. So transitioning to schools, I'll be honest and say that Goose Creek isn't known for their public schools. There are better schools and school districts in the Charleston metro, but by no means does Goose Creek have terrible schools. They're probably middle of the pack when it comes to the overall Charleston metro. And not all schools are created equally. When it comes to elementary schools, Merrington and Howell Hall rank near the top at scores 8 out of 10 according to Great Schools. Mount Holly and Boulder Bluff consistently fall near the bottom year after year. The largest disparity we have is in middle schools, with Merrington having a score of 8 out of 10, Westview 7 out of 10, and Sagefield coming out at 3 out of 10. There are also two major high schools in the city, Stratford and Goose Creek High School. Of the two, Stratford is considered a better school according to greatschools.com. Keep in mind that these are 2023 rankings and are always subject to change. So next, let's talk about the locations and happenings in Goose Creek. I like to divide Goose Creek into three major areas: west of Highway 52, east of Highway 52, and also south of Red Bank Road. So west of Highway 52, you're going to find communities like Crowfield Plantation and Foxborough. Crowfield is probably the largest and most sprawling community within Goose Creek. It's considered a golf course community, has a ton of walking paths and parks. Alright, so St. James Avenue is the major road that goes through this half of Goose Creek. Almost every grocery store is on this road, and while there are some new communities in the area, most are older and more established. So if you're looking for suburb living and you want to be 5 to 10 minutes away from grocery stores and restaurants, then this might be for you. So east of Highway 52 are neighborhoods like Brick Hope Plantation, Sagefield, and Boulder Bluff. This area is constrained by Highway 52 to the west and Red Bank Road to the south. There's a mix of new communities, that is, neighborhoods that have been built in the past 10 to 20 years, and some more older, more established neighborhoods. This area does not have much except woods and suburbs. There are few restaurants, few grocery stores, but you might find that home prices here are less than other places in Goose Creek. Not because it's a bad location by any means, it's just not central to most things. One could say it's height of suburbia. South of Red Bank Road are a few communities, and just to the south of that is the city of Hanahan. These are some more established neighborhoods, not much new stuff, and prices here really vary depending on the neighborhood. So Goose Creek is the location of the Naval Weapons Station, which is a sprawling Navy base where thousands of sailors work. This makes Goose Creek a great spot for home buyers and investors alike, as the military's presence here really elevates the market. Amazon has a distribution center right outside of the limits of the city, and there's also a really large aluminum plant here. So diving into some real estate information, as of December 22, the average sales price in Goose Creek was approximately $390,000, with a median sales price of about $360,000 for single-family detached homes. Now, townhomes, on the other end, had an average sales price of $254,000 and a median sales price of $250,000. So if you're looking for a modern, newer, single-family detached home, you should expect to spend anywhere from $300,000 to $420,000. You might also find older homes in the $200,000 range as well, but those are going to be mostly those old ranch-style homes with brick veneer on the exterior. So as you can see from this graph, the price per square foot for homes in Goose Creek has steadily increased over the past 3 years, with only a momentary dip in the fall of 2022 when interest rates were elevated. Prices have since recovered and are rising again. And now I want to point out that this is inconsistent with most of the Charleston market, where most of the prices haven't really recovered from those early 2022 highs. Homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer these days, maybe in excess of 30 days, but it's still shorter than we were pre-pandemic. So now if you're looking for a townhome, expect to be shopping in the 200 to the 250 range. Now there is one condominium community here in Goose Creek, and those homes are consistently the cheapest in the city, usually in the 100 range. The reason for this, though, is the HOA has banned rentals in this community, so that's extremely detrimental to the property value. Townhomes, price per square foot, follows a similar trend, as you can see in this graph, that single-family detached does, with prices fully recovering after that dip in the fall of 2022. Days on market does remain relatively low for townhomes. So I suspect these trends have occurred because Goose Creek is one of the most affordable cities in the Tri-County area. As interest rates increase, many would-be home buyers were pushed out of other markets, and Goose Creek was a great alternative to them. Now, Goose Creek does have a few mobile home communities, but those are spread out and not very commonplace. Also, there are a few, if any, 2 to 4 unit multifamily homes. What I mean by that is that there's not really any duplexes, triplexes, or quadplexes out there. For investors, Goose Creek continues to be a great city to invest in. The constant flow of military personnel coupled with a rapidly growing population means that housing is in high demand. Compared to the rest of the Tri-County area, Goose Creek is still a lower price point, but is only a short drive from everything else that Charleston has to offer. I personally own a few investment properties in Goose Creek, and they perform extremely well. Rents in the city as of January 2023 vary from $1,300 for a one-bedroom apartment up to $2,500 for a larger 4 or 5 bedroom home. There are no municipal regulations for short-term rentals, and the midterm rental market, that is 30-day to 90-day leases, are pretty strong here. So overall, Goose Creek is a great city for those who are looking for a place in the Charleston area. Its proximity to everything, low cost of living, and quiet neighborhoods make it a desirable area. If you have any questions about the city, please feel free to drop me a comment or contact me personally. My information is in the description below. And I'll see you in the next Charleston Suburb Deep Dive.